So in the suicide note that she left, she basically was saying she's tired. Be also very careful of who you vent to, because some people don't genuinely want to help you get through whatever it is. They're probably just happy that you're going through stuff as well. Hi gems, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome to the family. If you are a regular subscriber, thank you so much for tuning in. So today I'm going to be doing my makeup, and while I'm doing that, we're going to be chatting a little bit about something that's very important to me and should be very important to all of us. I am going out this evening. I intended to leave out by 4 o'clock, but you don't know, I'm Kamisha and I'm pretty much almost always late. So it is what it is. I think it's about 4:30 something right now, or I don't know, but whenever we reach, we reach. I'm just wiping my face off to freshen it up a little bit. The other day I attempted to shave my own eyebrows and it never turned out how I expected to, but we move. Alright, first thing we're gonna do is obviously our eyebrows. So yeah, mental health has been a topic of several discussions, especially since recently. However, I think most of it is just mouth talk and not coming from a place of genuine care and genuine concern for the actual issue. You know, a few days ago I was browsing through social media and I saw where a young lady took her own life, allegedly. So in the suicide note that she left, she basically was saying she's tired. She's tired of just living and just tired of having to do life and do it the way she's doing it with the people she's doing it with, and just overall just being tired of living, and it just never made no sense to her. But this young lady has been very active on social media too. So she has been posting consistently. In addition to that, she also has a motivational Instagram page. And on that Instagram page, she tackles mental health and speaks a lot about mental health, all the while battling mental health herself. Now, her boyfriend said she was pushing him away. I'm assuming that that may have been because of, you know, her internal battles with herself, whatever the case may have been. You know, I don't know if she sought professional help. I don't know if she was seeing a therapist. I don't know if she had an avenue to actually express her emotions. But the point I'm making is, do not wait until you are at the edge to get professional help. The moment you start to feel overwhelmed, get professional help. The moment you start to feel like, oh my god, what am I doing? Get professional help. Find an avenue to express yourself. And I made this post on Instagram, and in that post I said, when you bottle all the emotions up, you know what happens next? You're gonna explode, because pressure bursts pipe. Too much pressure, the little thing cannot handle it, and you're just going to explode. It's the same thing with us as human beings. Not every burden we can carry by ourselves, and that is why you need an avenue to express some of this, to let it out, to let the emotions flow.
I really wish people would just normalize being lost in life and just not knowing anything, like not knowing what you want to do, not knowing what you're passionate about, not knowing where you want to live, not knowing what you want to become, or just simply not knowing what lies next. As a society, we've normalized going to school, finding a good job, making money, doing this, doing that, being able to live life, you know, on your terms, how you expect it to. And then when our expectations are not met, we fall in this trap of being stressed out, depressed, mentally drained, and we're just like, what is going on? What is this?
Them look alike? They probably don't, but it is what it is. I never tell nobody to me was a more. I feel like you should not wait until you are at the edge to seek, you know, professional help. Like, so many times these things happen, people take their own lives or do the extreme because of, you know, different mental health battles, and then it becomes, as my mother would have said, 9-day talk. You post on social media addressing it, and then after that you go back to being unkind to people, not knowing what they're going through, or just not treating people with mental illness the way they deserve to be treated. So mental illness don't mean say you're mad. You don't necessarily mean say you're mad. It just means that you're probably going through things that are now starting to take a toll on your mental space. It is not affecting your ability to do regular things that we usually do. And when you do carry on with your regular life, you put on a facade because you are really not at your best. And I also feel like when people, come and say, oh, they're having certain, emotional battles or whatever, in many cases they are seen as weak, especially for men. So with those instances, they tend to bottle up these emotions. They tend to rather not share it. And then people start to care when you hear say, all right, this is when I kill himself, or that they want to do this to himself, or whatever the case may be. But that should not be the case. I feel like we should start to, show concern from the get-go. What can we do to prevent these things from happening? And somebody may say, well, there's nothing you can do to prevent anything from happening, because to prevent mental illness or whatever, because life is happening and it's life challenges that may take a toll on people while them have different kinds of mental illnesses. But I also feel like there are certain preemptive measures that can be taken. For example, presenting an avenue for people to express themselves, to have campaigns about not just mental illness, but having a support system, and the importance of being able to confide in somebody about what you're feeling. Because if I'm honest about my own journey, I've had several mental breakdowns. Let's put it that way, mental breakdown. I've not been diagnosed to say I have had mental illnesses or whatever, but I feel like I may have had a few, especially since recently, where my life just changed drastically. And if I never had people who I could express myself to, my mother, my partner, my few friends, probably 2 friends, I would probably be insane. I'm not going to say I've reached the stage where I feel like me I go, myself, but I've literally had my share of what the hell I'm doing. This don't even make no sense. And it's really having an avenue to express myself, say what I'm feeling without being judged, that has really helped me. And also to just perspective on a whole. But not everybody can, appreciate perspective, and that's okay. We're not forcing nobody to see things through whatever lens. All we want is to be able to facilitate the expressing or the expression of different emotions, so people can talk freely how they're feeling, and how certain things affect them without being judged or without being told, shut up, you talk too much, you complain too much. Because another reason why people don't even express themselves and talk about what they're feeling is because people are gonna say, oh, you're always a complainer, oh, you complain too much. And then you have people who will say, oh, take it to the Lord in prayer. I'm all for taking it to the Lord in prayer, but sometimes I need to take it to somebody in my form. Sometimes that's what I need, in addition to taking it to God in prayer, because God can possibly speak through that person, if you get what I'm saying. So yeah, it's been a 9-day talk. We talk about it when something extreme happen, and then we go back to being lackadaisical about the issue. And what I've also learned is people don't go around wearing a sign or a tag on their forehead, their chest, their breast, whatever the case may be, their back, their head top, whatever, wherever people put tags and signs. People don't go around wearing any of those that say, I am struggling with XYZ or whatever. Nobody goes around with a sign that says, my mental health is effed up. So it doesn't hurt to be kind to people. It doesn't hurt to not say anything we think we need to say to people, because you never know what somebody is going through. And this is something I had to learn too, because I'm not perfect. There are certain times when I see people and I make certain comments and whatever, and then in hindsight I'm like, okay, what are you doing though? Like, why would you do that? You don't know why the person, probably look like that or say that or sound like that or whatever. You don't know. So it never hurts to, be kind. And that is something I remind myself to do daily, because I'm human and sometimes I can be unkind. Even to people who are possibly, I don't know for sure, even to people who are possibly battling different mental illnesses. It literally does not hurt to be kind. One of the things I've also learned is that therapy, it don't mean say you're mad out. Going to therapy don't mean say it's mad you're mad. It just means say you're at a state now where you need a professional to help you to navigate life's challenges. That's all it means. I've seen so many people talk about therapy with such disdain, like, yeah man, you're mad out, you got therapy now. And it's literally nothing like that. It just means that your cup is now full and you need somebody to help you to just empty it. You need somebody to help you to just unpack. That's literally all it means. It don't mean say you're mad out, or you know, or you're upon suicide watch or whatever. It simply means you are now at a stage where, you know, things just a little bit too much now and you need a professional to help you unpack. And you know, one thing that I've learned about therapy, what it does, it actually, there are certain things that are bothering us, you know, and we can pinpoint it and say, okay, this is the thing that has messed up my mental health, or this is what is bothering me. But when you get a professional to help you unseat certain issues, they're like, okay, so this was there all along, and that is why I may be feeling this way. And then when the therapy helps you to identify that thing, then he or she moves to a stage now where they're helping you to see different perspectives. I'm not so sure if they actually tell you what to do or whatever, but just perspective, you know, and know, and just pretty much help you to navigate whatever circumstance, whatever issue it is. So therapy, it doesn't mean say you're mad out and you're there on your last or whatever. It just means say your cup full and you need a therapy, and you need a therapist to help you. But I strongly recommend not waiting until your cup full. The moment you feel overwhelmed, do so. The moment you feel overwhelmed, get help. Because not all the time your friend can help you, because your friend will probably say, I'm here for you, or it will get better, or you know, just go and wallow, things that will get better, which is true and good advice. But also, what are the things that are bothering you? Sometimes you have to address those things and then it gets better. Sometimes some of us have some childhood traumas, so many little things where what happen even in our adult age that are affecting us and we don't even know. So you have these professionals that help you to unseat these things, and then you can address it and move forward. That's literally all it is.
Let me tell you something. When time people say, people ask you how you're feeling, you're just like, I feel a way. You literally can't explain how you feel, but you know you feel some kind of way. And you know the things that are bothering you, but you can't put into words how you really feel. And that is okay. And we need to normalize that. We don't need to figure out our feelings either. And that is why sometimes we need somebody to help you unpack the things them and see what really are bother with. And sometimes what's bothering us are our realities. Like they're just not matching up with our expectations. And then we start to feel like we have failed. We start to feel like disappointment. We start to feel like we aren't making ourselves and our families proud. But you haven't failed. It's okay to not know. It's okay to be lost. You really still have time to figure it out. Patience is a virtue. There's no time limit on life. Don't let society fixate a narrative that you have to have your shit figured out by a certain age. Having your shit figured out by 25 is not realistic for most of us. Being lost is actually more realistic than having your shit figured out. You got time, baby. You got time. Trust me.
A lot of times people say do things for your mental health. That includes, you know, dressing up, going out, doing things that you love. Whatever makes you happy, do that for your mental health. That also helps. But in addition to that, I am still big on getting professional help, because when you go out and you enjoy yourself and you come back home, your mental health is still messed up. So you have to really deal with the issues that are actually bothering you. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put my wig on because I really just have some doodle plot. So I'm going to put my wig on and then I'm going to come back on camera and close this video out. Okay guys, this is the wig that I'll be wearing. Alright, so now I'm pretty much going to put on my outfit and then see you guys back. I'm not telling a lie. The lady nice, but look good. Okay guys, I'm ready to go. I don't know if you can see my outfit properly, but this is the fit. Don't know if you can see right, but this is what we're working with. Same old hair. I don't know if I can see my outfit, but I'll probably insert a picture later. Looking cute and everything. Oh, I did my own nails. I don't know if I said that earlier, but I did my own nails and it's giving. So yeah, the doll is ready. Peace. Oh yeah, I did have something else to say. So in addition to taking care of mental health, be also very careful of who you vent to, because some people don't genuinely want to help you get through whatever it is. They're probably just happy that you're going through stuff as well. And that is why therapy is always a safe space, and that's why I always recommend therapy, because you don't even know if your friends are really with you. So yeah, be very careful who you vent to. Take care of your mental health. Don't wait until you're at the brink of breaking, then you seek professional help. the moment you start to feel overwhelmed, take care of yourself. Also, nobody walks around with a tag saying my mental health is fucked up. And that is why we have to be kind regardless of how we feel. You know, just be kind. You don't know what people are going through. People are going through things that they don't talk about. People are going through things that they literally won't even give any hint of. You know, so many people we see on social media even living this life that we think is all glitter and gold and glam and all the good things. But some of us really have our demons fighting. Some of us really have different little things going through. So in a world where you can be anything, just be kind. Love and light always. Bye.